Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
All right, good evening. Welcome to the High School Highlights Show presented by Community Bank. I want to start out, as always, by thanking our sponsors and thanking all the guys here at ETC for all that they do to get the show on the air. You know, I talked about this a little bit last week, but spring is so busy for schools. And so, you know, it's just something going on every day. But we've had the opportunity to go into the schools and get some footage from different things that's going on. And I've really enjoyed it. And I know the guys that go with me really enjoy seeing the inside of how things work at school. And so we appreciate everybody taking time and spending time with us and you know, helping us get this stuff on the air. So this week, you know, this is just a kind of a, I guess the spring busy, how we're having to kind of adjust the show. We've got several video clips instead of the live interviews, and then we have a special treat with the Pickens culinary class. They've come back and they're going to do a little Easter special for us. But we're going to start out tonight with some interviews, and we've got the interviews, as always, presented by Nicole McArthur Law Firm. And first up is Pickens, and that's presented by the Patsy Carver team at REMAX. And so what we did was we went to Pickens High School, went to Coach Kyle Rasco's class. He does sports medicine. And so we got to talk to two guys here, and they give you a little demonstration. So we're going to throw it to Coach Rasco in the sports medicine class. Hey, I'm here today with Coach Kyle Rasco in his sports medicine class. So introduce who you've got, and then we're going to talk about your class.
Okay, well this is Ben Wigington, who's a senior here at Pickens High School. He's in my Essentials of Healthcare class, or he took that, and now he's in our sports medicine class. And I have Hayden Jones, who's also a senior, and Hayden's already completed the sports medicine class.
What is involved in a sports medicine pathway?
So anyone who's interested in healthcare field, we try to get them to just dabble in a little bit with the intro to healthcare, and if they get in that and they like it, you know, we try to see the possible careers and stuff, and sometimes people find out they don't like it, which is just as valuable. So if they get through the intro class and they're interested, they go to Essentials of Healthcare. Essentials of Healthcare is our second level, but it's also an anatomy and physiology credit, so it's a 2-credit class. Then they have a choice. They can go to the CNA pathway and follow allied more for nursing, or if they want to go into like emergency medical services, physical therapy, athletic training, in those areas, they would typically go sports medicine pathway.
Okay, good. All right, so let's talk just a second about, you know, I'm going to really kind of cover some, you know, what you do. I know that you've got several certifications, so talk about what it takes to be a athletic trainer, okay, like in our schools, because I know a lot more schools are getting athletic trainers. So absolutely, what's involved in that? So
when I went to school, I went to the University of Alabama, and it was an undergraduate degree. So you would go, you had to do 6 semesters, 3 years of shadowing and then schoolwork, and then you took a national certification exam, and the exam was like 8 hours long. It was pretty brutal. And then you were a certified athletic trainer, and you could go on and get a job later on, but a lot of times they wanted someone with 2 years experience. So a lot of schools would get you a grad assistant position. Now they've changed it to where you can go to any school and do an undergraduate in physical therapy, biology, as long as you get the prereqs. And then you go kind of like PT school or whatever, and you get a master's for athletic training, and you can sit for the exam. So you can do that right out of the gate. You can get a job right after that, and you're a certified athletic trainer. The pay is a lot better now than it was when I came out, which was 25 years ago. But it's a lot of schools are picking it up, which is very good for our community. When I got here at Pickens, our region, I was the only athletic trainer, so I had to cover both sides of the field for the first year, and that was brutal. But now almost every school we go to has some, and that's great. I love to see that for the safety and health of our athletes on the courts and on the fields.
I mean, it has become the thing that you really need, so absolutely, that's great. All right, so we're here with two multi-sport athletes. I always love that. Now, let me ask y'all, I know especially football, okay, the most physical one that you have. Do you feel like your athletic training preparation has helped you in recovery on football?
I for sure. Like, it actually, like, I know what part of my body's hurting, like, especially with the anatomy. Like, I can go to Matt and be like, hey, this muscle's hurting, this part of my body's hurting. So I think that aspect of it helped me out a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I've had a very rocky road as far as football, and Matt always is there for me. He always helps me push through, gets me ready for Friday nights, push through injury, no matter what.
That's good. So both of you are going on, Hayden, you're going to Shorter, Ben, you're going to Reinhardt, correct?
Yes,
okay, so now you've had a little background with, you know, the trainers being here. What do you expect when you get to college? Do you expect it to be a little bit more in depth? Do you expect the, you know, preparation recovery from the athletic training staff to be a little bit more in depth on the college level?
Yeah, I'd hope it is. Matt does a great job here. He runs a tight ship, and I hope that I get the same as Matt here.
Yeah.
It is interesting that, like, you know, we had Shannon Brooks who came through here, and I tried to prepare him for what he's going to expect when he went off to Minnesota. And, you know, he called me the first day and said, Coach, they told me what I had to eat. I was like, well, yeah, they have food. I said, no, like I said, you get one piece of chicken and some corn. He said, there's no option. I said, well, they have sports nutritionists. They have the athletic trainers there. You're doing therapy early in the morning, during the day, at nighttime. They just lay it all out for you. But it's so good to get these guys exposed to things like nutrition, how to take care of your body, you know, prepare to practice, you know, and post-practice. So I've seen a lot of people get a lot out of that have gone to the next level, which I think is awesome.
Oh, that's great. So y'all are going to tape an ankle for us today to get a little hands-on. So Hayden, you're going to tape Ben?
Yeah, I'm going to take that.
All right, good deal. A little bit better angle here.
Do I need to walk through it?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Let's talk about.
So first you start with the pre-wrap. The pre-wrap just like allows the tape not to rip all the hair, and it just adds that little barrier between the tape and the skin.
Now, when your dad coached, they shaved their ankles, and they didn't have pre-wrap. They would tape
Yeah.
directly to the skin.
And that's the truth. I mean, I
Yeah.
can remember that. Guys would have those nice, you know,
Oh, yeah.
hairy
No,
legs,
yeah.
except for right there around the ankle.
Yeah. I don't think my dad's ever grew back. Go around here. There you go. Just like that. Perfect. At the end of the semester, my students we do a taping Olympics, and they practice a lot of their skills, you know, the different tape jobs and wrapping jobs and different stuff like that. And then we compete for medals. It started out kind of as a way to waste some time, and it turned into something that people, you know, they wear their medals at graduation, which that just tickles me to death, knowing that they care that much about it.
Okay, Hayden, talk about why or how you're doing this and why you're doing what you're doing.
So right now I'm placing 3 locks on the calf area right here. So I can then end up placing my anchors down. So that helps pull the foot up. So it allows a little bit of support. So you do 3 on the top of the ankle right here.
You know, talking about your taping Olympics, you know, we had a little highlight that
yeah.
we showed earlier in the year, so that's a lot of fun.
I think it's
Needle
really
level.
cool. Yeah, so, and he just said that one of the things they have to learn is they have to go from the inside and pull the tape towards the outside, because you don't want to pull the ankle in when you're taping an ankle. So that's a common thing people don't realize. So the guy
Lock now?
you can do.
There's 3 of them.
No, do it. You can do it all. I would put an anchor strip right there. So the guy that taught me how to do this, his name's on the side of our field house. That was Coach Jim Locke, and he got me in. You know, he did all the research for me, because he knew what I wanted to be before I knew what I wanted to be. And
So
there you go, just like that.
here and then around.
Yes. Go back underneath. And underneath. There you go. Good job. And you know, this is before the internet, really, so he actually called the school and asked them all about the questions. So I'll never forget that. He obviously tremendously impacted my life, teaching me how to do it. I think about him all the time.
I see you've got a plaque over here with his picture on it.
Yes,
I
I
saw
do.
that when I came in, so.
I actually have his scissors too, that he gave me when I went off to Alabama, so I keep those usually hidden so nobody takes them accidentally. I'd like to think that I can impact some students as much as he impacted me in my life.
So is part of this known as the figure eight? Or
Oh,
maybe
that's-
it's not really a figure eight,
Figure
but
eight's not, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah, the skills, they get a little bit more difficult. This is called a heel lock. You're really locking those heels in place. So it goes around. The hardest skill, and Hayden and Ben are good at it from their years of playing. It's just tearing the tape. As easy as it sounds easy, but it's not.
That's probably the part that people struggle the most with, is just tearing the tape.
We give them a good roll of tape, and I tell them, I want you to tear 2-inch strips. And just go through the whole roll just to practice, and they'll come in on Monday with thumb blisters and everything, complain about it.
I'm not the fastest, but I think I do a decent job at it.
Job done.
Now you're going to do your figure eight. Right.
So,
So it'll go just like you're doing. You come underneath like this, and then up, top, and just let everything go out. Come through. And then the other way you can do it is to come, remember this, I'll use the other side of the tape, but do this, and just do a figure eight that way. So, there you go. There you go. And then just close it off. Close it.
you know, I've taped a few ankles in my day, but, you know, I would always do them so tight, nobody wanted me to do them again, so.
Yeah, that's actually how I do laundry at home. I screw it up, nobody lets me do it.
just finish it off.
This isn't gonna go on television, is it? Don't tell my wife.
Just finish it. Just
Yeah,
I
I
like
guess
it.
so. 1, 2, 3. Nice and neat. And then the last thing we always do, check see if he's got circulation. He's got enough of it to get by. That's good.
I'll survive.
That's right.
All right, great job, guys. We really appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, here's, Ben is cutting it off, so that's another important thing, is how he does this.
These guys have had a lot of experience in this. So that pulls right off.
All right, let's see that, you know, the little taping tool that you use, because a lot of people don't really know what that is, and so that is pretty neat that it just slides in there with the tape.
You can also just use a classic scissors. It always has that right there.
To keep
Right
from
there, it gets
puncturing the skin.
inside,
Yeah.
and it keeps the skin nice and
All
tight.
right.
Comfortable with this job done too.
Good job, guys. I really appreciate it. And thank y'all for joining us today.
Thank you for coming, showing off for these kids. I love that they
That's
can
right.
show off their skills and hopefully they find something they're passionate about.
Well, you know, a lot of people don't know what else going on in the school, so we're just so happy to be able to bring that to you. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks to Hayden and Ben for doing the little demonstration on the tape job today. You can see how long it took Hayden to do it and how quick Ben got it off of his foot there. So, but it's always great to have that experience. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with a little segment that you'll enjoy from Gilmer. Stay with us.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company, not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. you're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
All right, so last week, Mr. Robert Ferguson's AV class, audiovisual class, they did a little project with drones. And our own Justin did this segment. He did the filming and the interviewing, and so we appreciate Justin doing this for us. So let's watch Gilmer in the AV class.
I'm here with Robert Ferguson, the high school AVT teacher. We're out here in front of the gymnasium flying drones today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Justin. Thanks for having me.
Yep, anytime. I'm going to ask you a couple questions about droning.
All right.
Is that all right with you?
Yes,
all
let's
right.
go.
What initially got you into audio-video technology, you know, like with the involvement of drones? What kind of shots you really get with those?
I first got into audio-video when I was studying music.
Okay.
So I went to school for music, and then I realized you could work in studios
Yeah.
and make money. So I got my audio engineering degree and then went off to New York for a few years, and then came back and got a job with Turner Broadcasting and worked most of my career with Cartoon Network.
All right.
Yeah.
How would you say that experience benefited your career?
That was amazing. It was an amazing experience. I loved what I did for a long, long time.
Okay. If you had one piece of advice that someone gave to you growing up, kind of going through your childhood, and it just stuck out to you and you haven't forgot it yet, what would that be?
That'd be from my parents. They were great mentors. Work hard, be kind to people. I've always told my kids too. I have 4 kids and 8 grandkids, and I've always told my kids, if you work hard, show up on time, and people like you, you'll always have a job.
Alrighty. What would you say is a good first step to getting into all this audio, video technology, droning, you know, really getting behind the camera and know what you're doing?
Get your hands on equipment. Play with audio boards, experiment with cameras, microphones, get your hands on as much equipment as you can and practice over and over and over again. And that's why I love to get the drones into the students' hands and the cameras, because tutorials are great. I love watching tutorials. I learn from them all the time, but you really learn the best when you've got your hands on the equipment. And that goes back to school. I learned a ton in college, but I learned even more when I got into the studios and got my hands on the stuff.
How did you get into droning initially?
That's a good question. I had a friend who had a drone, and it was COVID. So they let me borrow their drone, and I absolutely fell in love with flying drones. Then I realized and found out that you had to have a Part 107 license from the FAA to make money.
All right.
So I studied, got my Part 107 commercial license, and added it to my business that I started in 2020 also, called Take One Studio Productions here in Ellijay, and have not looked back. I just love flying drones, and now I love teaching students how to fly them, because not everybody loves flying drones, but those few who do, they really latch on to it, and some of them can even make money eventually with flying drones. So yeah.
I'm here with Caden Glover. He's a student in the high school AVT class. He has currently finished all 3 of the classes. He is a assistant for Mr. Robert Ferguson. He's here today to tell us a little bit of his experiences of droning and how Mr. Ferguson has helped him come along this way. How are you doing this lovely evening?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good myself. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay?
That's fine by me.
All right. With doing the Part 107 license, what would you say is the hardest part for that?
Probably studying.
All right.
I think the studying would probably be the hardest part, because the test is just the test. But with the studying, you have to learn the information if you don't already know.
Okay. With droning, what kind of conditions do you look out for?
I look for a sunny day, no birds in the skies, pretty warm, not cloudy, stuff like that, just in case the weather decides to change quickly.
All right.
If the clouds aren't there, there's less of a chance of like it randomly raining.
Okay. Can you kind of tell us what photography droning consists of?
It consists of taking pictures of like wildlife, trees, people, like the construction workers over there,
Right.
the construction, just whatever you want to take pictures of. and it also includes videoing those people and setting those videos up and editing them.
What would you say is the best piece of advice someone has gave you for your photography career?
I think the best advice I've been given for my photography career is to get my Part 107 license, because it allows me to go higher in the sky to take better pictures, and it also allows me to make money off of this, so I could get better jobs with droning. Like, for example, I could go into F1 drone flying if I had the skills for it.
All right. Is there anything else you'd want to say to any aspiring photographers who want to get into droning or just behind the camera in general, or in front?
I think you should get into an audio and video class or something similar, and if you can't do that, then I believe you should take some pictures and videos outside or wherever you want to take them, and I believe that you should start editing them so that you can learn, and then maybe take a class. College has all kinds of colleges have lots of classes.
All right.
Some schools have droning classes. I believe those would be a good start for learning to get into audio and video.
All right. Well, it's been nice having you on the show. Anything else you'd want to say, or you are good?
The last thing I got to say is, if you go to Gilmer, take Mr. Ferguson's class.
All right. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Canyon Connell, another student in the high school AVT class. How's your day been so far?
It's been great. I'm out here doing what I love, so it's pretty good day.
Okay. What piece of advice has anybody gave you in your photography career that really helped you out?
I would say I've had some good advice. What's really stuck to me is my parents have really been pushy about sticking with it and sticking to whatever I do, telling me to never quit on anything that I do.
All right. With droning outside in photography, what's the creative process behind it? Like, what shots do you kind of imagine before you go ahead and start droning?
I like to imagine kind of getting some round shots, kind of panning around people. I like a lot of overhead shots of construction and trees and stuff. Like when the trees were blossoming this year, we like to get a lot of shots panning down and back of the tree. It was really nice.
Kind of going back with what you said about your parents with sticking with it, do you see yourself having a career in droning or just any photography at all?
I don't think I feel like I could do it as kind of like a side gig. I don't think I could see myself doing a full, it would be amazing to do a full career out of it, but I'm committed to, I'm going to go to Dalton State for radiology.
All right, that's nice.
It's very exciting. I'm really excited.
All right. You know, with all this going on with droning and stuff, how does it affect you? How does it make you feel?
I love it so much. I love droning. This is my first actual semester with Robert Ferguson, and it is amazing. I love this class so much. It really stuck to me whenever he first brought out the drones, and I was like, wow, this is actually so cool. And I went through, did my trust test, did all these other things. I plan on getting my Part 107 license, and it's just amazing.
All right. Have you already started studying for the Part 107, or are you going to do that soon?
I've already started studying a little bit. I like to study a lot of flight patterns and different airspaces and stuff like that, knowing where different airspaces are and where to fly, where not to fly, and your distance and your height, and it's just all so fascinating.
All right. Well, if there's anything you want to say to anybody who's an aspiring photographer who wants to get into droning, feel free to say so.
If you're in high school and you plan on and you like photography, join Mr. Ferguson's class.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you today, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, thanks to Justin for doing that. He did a great job, and thanks to Mr. Ferguson. That was his AV class out there. Justin's in his class. Justin also works here, and that's just a testament to how good the AV class is at Gilmer with Mr. Ferguson. And so we really appreciate, all the coordination that it took for that segment, because that was totally from his class that did that. So good job there. We're going to take a quick break, and then you're in for a treat with the Pickens culinary class doing a live demonstration for us. So stay with us.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm Agent Parish Lowrie and Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured, no shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
Okay, so we've got Easter coming up, so we've got a little Easter treat here. Miss Gibbons brought a couple of people from her class earlier in the year and did a little demonstration for us, and so that went so well that we wanted to do something for Easter. And so Miss Sue Gibbons back from Pickens Culinary class.
Hi.
Hey, we appreciate you coming back and joining us again.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, so introduce who you brought with you tonight.
Okay, so I have two students from my third level class. We have Daniel Ollie and Phoebe Colette, and they are both seniors getting ready to graduate here in just a few weeks. And they're wonderful students, and I'm very proud of them.
Great. So I want to talk to you a little bit about, the last time we were kind of just went straight into the demonstration, but I want to talk to you a little bit about your classes. We've talked a lot about CTAE, and we've really had kind of a focus this spring on CTAE, and we're bringing you different classes and different pathways. So let's talk a little bit about the culinary pathway.
Okay.
So, when they graduate from your class, are they ready to go on Chopped?
A lot of chefs prefer to be self-taught, like they go into a restaurant and they work their way up. I mean, it's great to have a culinary degree, but there's a lot of chefs out there that will tell you that they learned more on the job, or at least it's not that unusual. You don't necessarily have to have a culinary degree from Johnson & Wells to necessarily be successful.
Okay, so you kind of skipped over my Chopped reference.
Oh, sorry.
I love Chopped.
Yes.
That's how I learned how to cook.
Okay, all right.
So, you say that, there's a lot of name brand, I guess, name recognition as far as culinary degrees and things. But, really, when you do watch Food Network, you do see people that are self-taught. But to me, you've got to have your class to kind of get the basics. I mean, I feel like these guys will have an advantage if they do want to go into that, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Daniel's family owns a wedding venue, and he can use some of his skills there on the weekends. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to talk to you about that here in a minute. So how many, you said this is your third level. So
Yes.
how many level classes do you do?
So in most of CTA classes or pathways, there's usually 3. And my first class is called Intro to Culinary, and this year Miss Jenna Scheiber is, we have brought her on board, and so we are now teaching all 4 classes during the day, and she is currently teaching the intro class. And in intro we concentrate primarily on safety, sanitation, knife skills, kitchen layout, working as a team. Some of those soft skills are also taught because like they mentioned earlier, showing up on time and keeping your phones in your pockets and just being a responsible employee. A lot of those are things that kids don't know, and we try to work that into all of our CTA programs, that the soft skills are very, very important if you're going to be successful in life. That class doesn't cook as much as the upper 2 classes do, because in any of our foundation classes, there's There's just groundwork that has to be done. And so a lot of times the kids come in wanting to cook every day, and that's just not how it's going to work. But we do get to cook a lot more in the next 2 levels. The second level is my personal favorite. We concentrate a lot. We do all the mother sauces, fruits, vegetables, dairy, all the proteins, fish, shellfish, beef, pork. I love that class. And then the kids are in the third level, and we pretty much concentrate on bacon and pastry in that class. I call it the butter and sugar class. And I get kind of tired of butter and sugar after a while. But the kids are in the kitchen more and more. Their class is in the kitchen almost every single day. And they're getting ready to prepare, all the CTA classes have an end of pathway test. And it's at the end of that third class. And so Pickens High will be admitting theirs on April 21st. And so when we come back from spring break, we're really going to hunker down and get ready for that test.
All right. Well, that really sounds like a lot of fun, how you've got it broken down into the classes. And so, you know, now we have our pastry chefs with us tonight. Yeah. So, okay, guys, what are you going to do for us tonight on TV?
So today we are going to be decorating cupcakes. We're going to be piping some cupcakes Easter style.
We sure are. Okay, great. So now before you get into that, let's talk about your wedding venue. Do you do some, you know, some of the catering there at your venue?
We actually have a catering service. So if you are to book there, we have a wedding coordinator, and you get to pick between 2 catering companies. You got Chef Carey and Prestige Catering. Prestige Catering is owned by Sidelines in Jasper, Georgia, and Chef Carey is their own independent thing, but they both do very beautiful, wonderful jobs.
Do they let you assist them on?
Sometimes.
Okay,
sometimes
good.
on the small things.
All right, well, great. Okay, so let's do our little Easter cupcakes here, and we're going to turn it over to y'all, and you can kind of just, you know, talk us through. So you brought the cupcakes already made, and I take it that's vanilla cupcakes?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are.
Okay. All right. You want to talk about maybe what goes into the cupcake before you get started there?
Well, today actually we just kind of kept it simple. We went with just a basic box cake mix, but I think the frosting is definitely going to be the key part of this, but it's still going to taste good. So.
Okay. What kind of frosting are you going to use?
It's homemade. It's mostly just powdered sugar and
American
butter.
buttercream.
Yeah, buttercream.
Right. Okay, good deal. All right, so what are we going to start with?
Well, I am going to start with the tricolor rosette, and Daniel?
And I'm going to be starting with the carrot cake.
Oh,
style.
okay. All right. Let's go for it here.
Okay. Awesome.
So you brought your piping bags, and I guess the tips on there are a little bit different.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
how do you choose your tips there?
I guess it's preference.
Yeah, for what you're trying to achieve with the design.
Yeah. So Phoebe down here, if she wants to pull that back out and show the camera.
Oh no. Thank you, Daniel.
One trick that you can do if you want your technique to come out in multiple colors is to individually, you can wrap your colors individually or you can put them together, and then it's really easy versus struggling with filling your piping bag, which a lot of students really struggle with that, is you can wrap it with saran wrap and then just slide it in. And so on her, she has a very large star tip, and that is going to create a beautiful rosette. And so if you want to show us that, Phoebe.
So going to slide this right into the bag, make sure it's folded down halfway to make it easier to place in. And then unroll it and make sure that you're twisting your
It's very
piping
important
bag.
to keep it twisted and keep the pressure at the top.
Okay.
And that is really where you're applying the pressure. Her other non-dominant hand is just used to guide.
Okay.
And so I tell the kids if they want to make a simple rosette, if they'll do like a lowercase e, Apply a little bit more pressure as you're going around. Go back around another time, Phoebe, on top. There you go. You could even finish on the inside if you wanted to. Here you go. Okay.
All right, kind of tilt that for the camera just a little bit. He did a little close up there, and let's see what it looks like from the top.
And I think she's going
That's
to
neat.
add some sparkle, a little bling bling to it.
I've got cotton. Oh no. It's caught in it.
Oh, in the world.
There we go.
Okay, so what are you adding here?
Right now, we're adding just some sprinkles that go along with the icing. We're going to place them along the side just to add a little like, accent to the cupcake.
So do you get to use some of your creative ideas to do this? I mean, is this something you like to do as far as being creative?
Absolutely. Actually, this week, we all worked together to kind of figure out what we wanted to do for this. So we all kind of sat down and we discussed individually like what we would like to do. And I picked this, and then Daniel picked his ideas, and we all just kind of came together and collaborated.
We watched some clips, and then they decided what they wanted to do. I'll move this one down out of here.
So Daniel, what have you got going there?
I have the the carrot cake looking one. So first you want to spread your icing on the top. I just have to find the spreader first.
Did we pack it?
We didn't.
Is it over there? Is there a spreader in yours?
When you say spreader, is that kind of like a knife?
Like a butter. Like a butter.
Okay.
Well, we don't have one.
It's okay because, you know, if your hands are sanitized or you got a glove, honestly, you can just use your hands.
How about let's,
We just pipe a rosette on top of that.
Yeah, we can just.
You have
I
plain
do.
white?
I do have plain
Okay,
white.
Oh, yes, that's perfect.
Let's do
So
that then.
don't use your hands.
No.
It's a
Lesson
final
number one,
option.
don't use your hands.
Don't use your
Okay, so with you, having the saran wrap there around your icing, obviously it makes it really easy to switch back and forth.
Yes.
And it really kind of keeps you from having a mess too, doesn't
Oh
it?
yeah, it really helps with like controlling it because it's not coming out of the bag. It's not all over the place. It's one perfect space.
Okay.
Teaching the kids to keep it twisted and tight is, in the beginning, there's
Yeah.
frosting working its way everywhere. So start on the ends. You want to start on the inside and do a. There we go.
I don't know if I could ever get that to do just right.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
could.
a struggle.
And
It's like it likes to stick a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely something you got to work on.
And
Yours looks better than mine.
I think this would take a lot of patience too.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah,
give
I
me
don't
a-
have the patience.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience.
Give me a steak. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into the bacon and pastry.
Okay, so now you would want to take the pretty moderate looking one.
It's a round
The round
tip.
The round tip,
larger
yeah.
round.
Want to open your bag, and you want to.
You need
take
to clip
your
the end.
orange. Yes.
Just clip it into that black. Will be fine, Daniel.
You know, I mean, this is a great, I guess, little secret here with the saran wrap and
Yes, it is perfect.
I mean, that's something I would have never thought of.
Because you can do so many different designs, and it's not a hassle at all. You just got to know how to, saran wrap it.
So is all of this the same icing? You just use
Yes.
different
Yeah,
food
Yes.
colors? Okay.
Yes, we made it in class earlier today. It was kind of a group project, getting set up for everything.
Okay,
so.
good.
So to do the carrot, you want to basically bunch it up and just go very gentle with it. It kind of looks like a caterpillar if you think about it. And then when you get to the very end, you just want to kind of go down with it.
Taper it off a little bit. It's a
Yeah.
carrot. He's making a carrot.
Okay.
And then you want to grab your flatter tip and put in the green goo looking one to give the
He's going to pot the stem.
the
on it.
leaves, yeah, the stems. And you just want to make sure it's pretty tight on there. And you flip it around.
Do you two see this as maybe a career?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you can do bakery, and then you got people that want to do custom designs and stuff. And you know, I think the more complex the designs, you could charge them more. And I think it's, I think you could definitely make a career out of this. I mean, or just a hobby in general.
I think for me personally, like this has taught me so many skills that I definitely graduating soon it's going to bring into my everyday life. And while I might not go into it as a career personally, it's definitely helped me going into adulthood here soon.
So if you want to hold
that up and let's see that close up of that.
That carrot. Here we go.
Ta-da, you got yourself a carrot, man.
There you go.
That is neat.
Thank you very much. All right, Phoebe, would you like to do the next one?
Of course.
All right, sweet.
Okay, so what have you got going this time?
For this one, it is going to be like a plain, like kind of like this with a green base, and we're going to pipe flowers on top of it.
Okay.
But I don't know how we're going to do that now because the white's already in there.
You can,
Problem solving, that's what we're
we're going to problem solve real quick.
Just pull the saran wrap out.
It's not saran. Oh, yes, it is. Little technical difficulty here, guys.
And just put it over there. And then into just squeeze out some of the white that's in the tip. Like into like take it out in here if you
got it. Sorry.
So, I mean, this is, you know, this
Real
is
life
part of it,
problem
how
solving,
to,
Okay. It may take the green a minute to get down there, but it'll get down there.
Awesome.
You could probably do it into till you get it where you want, till you get green coming through.
Thank you, Daniel. Anyway, after that little malfunction, we are working on a little spring flower cupcake.
Are these tips something that you can just kind of buy at any store and just?
Michael's has a pretty large section of cake decorating.
Okay. All right, so you've got to clean that white out now.
Yes,
so you do that kind of on the side.
Yeah.
For people that like to eat icing, that would be something that would be, oh, good. That was a good mess up there.
There we go.
See, but you know, you problem solve
Yeah,
and
you
you
problem
can
solve
fix
and we
things
figured
that
it out.
easily.
That's right. Under pressure, too. Okay, so I like to see the difference. You hold yours up and do it, and you leave yours on the table to do it. So it's two completely different styles there. So that's really, you know, getting to see really a variety of styles.
Yeah.
Yes, I just feel, I like having it closer to my face just because I feel like I can see it better.
Me too.
Steady hand, too.
I try.
And if you're holding it, you know, instead of having it sit on the table, Cupcake's not going to move while you're piping it because it likes to get stuck sometimes. But you also got to have a steady hand if you're going to hold it, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so what Phoebe is going to do, she's going to use a petal tip here in a minute it's the one that you would make a rose with. You can make like a little violet, which is what she's going to do. But she's going to make the flower be white with the inside and the outside tinged with some pink. And so on the tip, if you'll show them the tip, on both sides, she's going to do a strip of the pink and then put in the white so that when it comes out, hopefully the inside and the outside will be tinted.
So we're learning a lot of little tricks here tonight.
Yes, actually, Miss Gibbons just taught me this one, and so it might not come out perfect, but I'm going to try it.
You want to hold it for Daniel so she can pop it in?
Yeah, just hold the back, please. She did this one earlier.
So what she's doing, I don't know if you can see, but she's taking the piping bag and she's running a bead up the two sides. There you go, Daniel. Okay, so she's done one side and now she's going to do the other. And if you were just trying to put that in there with a spatula, it's very hard to control it. It's messy. So it's just easier to put it in a piping bag. And if you want to hold that up so you can see that the color is on both sides. Okay, good. And then she's going to drop in the white. And because it's saran wrap, it's not going to mess up the pink.
Okay.
And if you want to squirt a little somewhere to see if it's going to come out.
Have it come out.
me, the best part of baking is, you know, getting to sample everything. So.
Oh, absolutely.
And the best part about this is that anybody can do it too. I mean, you got more complex designs, but you know, we only worked on this for, what, about 4 days?
Maybe like 3.
I think today was
Today
3.
was 3.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know,
And we do a cake decorating unit, but we, because the EOPA is so early this year, we're not getting to it until after the test. And so they actually have not had their unit. Okay. And in class, when I was in culinary school, they taught me a trick. You can actually take instant mashed potatoes, which are much easier to work with than all the butter and much cheaper, and you can make it the exact same consistency as buttercream, and it's cheap. And so we will practice some of these techniques with the mashed potatoes, which we haven't done that unit yet. So this was just them picking out a couple ones that they saw they wanted to try, and me just trying to give them a crash course in how to do them.
So, I mean, you know, just as good as y'all are tonight, think about
At
after
the
you
end.
do that, yeah. I mean, as you say, you can go in business.
Yeah, really.
Sure can try.
Are you doing 2 or 3 of those?
I'm gonna do 3.
Okay.
This one's a little messy, but you can still tell.
I would say the flour is probably the hardest one,
Yeah.
but you know, it's all going the same way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So is this something that y'all are going to do at your house for Easter?
I think I'm gonna try.
For Easter, I might do some egg dipping, like in some different colors, because we got a bunch of chickens, a bunch of eggs sitting around. You know, hard boil them up and, you know, dip them. But you could definitely do this for Easter. I mean, you see we got the dang carrot cake looking one. I guess that revolves around Easter somehow.
Are those tweezers in there?
Yes, they are.
She'll show you a picture in a minute when we get it finished.
So you're using cooking tweezers, I guess, is what you would call
Yes.
that. Another little trick that I wouldn't have thought of.
It makes it a little bit more delicate. With
You can be more precise, just putting the little edible beads right into the center of these violets.
Well, I can tell you, this is not anything I'm going to try because I just don't think I have the skill.
It's not my favorite either. And it's funny because I know the techniques and I can teach the students the techniques, and there will always be a couple of students in every class that are much better than I am. Can we get a close-up on that? There we go.
All right.
Isn't that pretty? Ta-da! All right.
This is very impressive. I mean, coming on and doing this on the fly here. I mean, I know y'all prepared, but to come in and do it live on the show and have a little glitch, and you overcame your little glitch there. So, but you know, I just want to thank y'all for coming and doing this and kind of sharing your skills with us. This has been a lot of fun.
Do we have time for one more? Or can we come back and do the last one?
Yeah, let's come back and do the last one.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to let him do this while we're at break, and then we'll show you the end result here. So stay with us, and we'll be right back.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town & Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
All right, welcome back. So I'm going to tell you what, if we can get a close-up right here of the plate, I'm going to tell you we would definitely, that looks like a bakery there. So thank y'all so much. And the bird's nest, he did that while we were at break. And, I mean, this is just incredible, the creativity that y'all brought to us tonight. So thank you so much for teaching us a lot. I learned a lot tonight. I hope everybody else did too.
Yes,
Awesome.
ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Gibbons, for coming back.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
Awesome.
Y'all have a good Easter and a good break, and spring break coming up, so we all like that.
All right, thank you.
So we're going to go right now to some highlights that we had from this week, Gilmer and Northwest Whitfield. So here's our highlights from the baseball game.
It is the Ellijay Azteca Game of the Week here on ETC. Jeremy Green coming from Gilmer County High School. We are live, and it is a region matchup here between Gilmer and Northwest Whitfield. The runner over at first. Pretty small lead. And that one is chopped over towards shortstop. Going to have to really hurry. And the play is made over there at first. Landon McClure shows off the cannon. Two balls, two strikes. Stansel fires. That one is hit out into center field. Leadoff single here for the Bobcats. Achabot gets his lead over there at first. He's going to take off, swung on and missed, but he slides in safely. That one gets into the outfield. That one chopped over towards the shortstop. That will advance the runner, and he is safe at first base. Tough throw across the body for the shortstop Collins, and Mosley will be aboard. We'll do it again, 0-2. That one drilled past the glove of the shortstop. 2 runs come across, and it is a 2 RBI hit for Grizzle. That one was smoked past the shortstop. Enjoying the nice weather, taking in a ball game. That one is taken for strike 3. Just completely frozen. Great pitch there from McCollum for the second out. Over into where the vehicles are. The ETC Blazer was victimized on Friday night by a foul ball. Here we go, 0-2 pitch. Softly tapped back to the pitcher, McCollum, and just like that, the side is retired. The call was so good that it was featured on ESPN Top Play, so cool moment. I think it was also on the Pat McAfee show. That one popped over towards the right field line, and it will be down. Achabot with a leadoff double. He is 2 for 2. That one just found the perfect spot down that right field line. Would love to cut down that run at the plate if they could. That one is hit down the right field line. That'll plate 2 more. Grizzle already with 4 RBIs on the day, and the Bobcats now lead it 5-1. One on a little tapper, that time a little pop-up. That's going to bring Wade up. He singled back in the first. That one chopped over to McClure at shortstop. Charges, fires, and gets the out. Good job there from Landon McClure. Coming to a ball game, you have to be prepared to catch a foul ball. I don't think you can turn it in at the concession stand for a drink, but the pride of making a play in front of all your friends. 2-2 pitch. That one up in the air. Achabot glides over and makes the catch. So after the leadoff single, a couple of fly balls, and just like that, there are 2 outs.
Very tough region. Going to be very competitive.
Yeah, you get rid of Calhoun, which is great, but you add in some other good teams in Dawson and North Hall. White County always plays well,
Correct,
too.
yes.
Good pitch in there, strike 3. Sidewinder strikes him out looking.
Atta boy, good job.
All right, Aaron, let's play some word association. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear Mo?
More chicken.
Well, more chicken. So shows you, I'm showing my age a little bit. I think about the Three Stooges, Larry,
Okay.
Curly, and Mo.
Okay, that was my next thought.
That one out to left field. Mosley with another chance. So quickly here, 2 outs. Cooper Cochran ahead 1-2. That pitch is in there, swung on and missed. So after giving up those 2 runs, Cochran able to battle back. Wyatt in a tough situation, so is Shute. Seeing a pitcher for the first time with the game on the line. Here we go. That one is hit out into center field, and that one will get down all the way to the wall. Xander Shute, a bases clearing double, and the Bobcats lead it again. What a moment for the Gilmer catcher. That's one of those moments where you're going to look back in your adult life and say, remember when I cleared the bases in that 1-run game, and the Bobcats now lead it 8-6. What a moment, Aaron Abbott.
Wow.
So 5-pitch walk to Dinsmore. Gilmer with a 2-run lead. Got to make sure they don't do that. That one is driven way out into center. Chansey floats back and makes the catch. My goodness, what a play. That one looked like it was headed out of here, at least off the wall, and Chansey able to make the grab. What a catch by the center fielder. Here we go. And that one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bobcats ahead by 2. Cochran fires, swung on and missed. And that is the ball game. Gilmer with a huge comeback win here. Region opponent, and they snatch a victory when it looked like all the momentum was gone. They scored 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, and then nothing for 3 innings. Northwest comes back to take a 6-5 lead, and then it was a magic moment for the catcher. Xander Shute comes up with the bases loaded and clears them. So Gilmer comes away with an 8-6.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. Your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
Hello, my name is Chris Wang, and I am the agency owner of Chris Wang State Farm. We are a proud sponsor of today's program. We would love to invite you to become one of our customers, and please call us at 706-276-1300.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, I hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. You got to see a variety of things that the schools are doing. Next week, all of our schools have spring break, but we still have a great show coming up. We've got Coach Adam Williams and a couple of baseball players from Pickens coming in, and Miss Sabrina Howard and some of the academic team coming from Fanning. So some pre-recorded stuff I think you'll really enjoy. So join us next week, 7 o'clock on Monday. I'm Donna Ennis. Have a great week.